What up, YouTube? I'm back in the game, I'm back in the streets, and I'm back in these sheets, and I'm back on YouTube. What are we going to be talking about on this epic return to form? Well, let's talk about Smash Brothers. As you know, I love Super Smash Brothers, and I love speculating about the upcoming fighters for Fighters Pass 2, which is now out. The first character is out, Min, and she's pretty fun to play as, but I want to talk about who will the remaining 5 characters will be. There is a good chance that these might be the last characters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate until Nintendo cracks the whip again and makes Sakurai and his team make more characters for Smash Bros. Because Nintendo likes that money. So I'm taking a very analytical approach here, and I'm analyzing who are the 5 characters who I think will be in Fighters Pass number 2. So without much further ado, let's just get started. There are 3 things I noticed with Fighters Pass 1 plus Bimin. Each fighter has 2 of 3 things going for them. The first point is tapping into new markets the base roster didn't. Remember, the goal of these characters is to sell Smash, the DLC, and the Switch hardware. The second is promotion. Smash is a giant advertisement, and companies are very much willing to work with Nintendo to have their character in the game. And the final point of each character in Fighters Pass 1 plus Bimin is character appeal. Each character so far as DLC in Smash has been a character people have loved, whether they're a bit older or newer, or in the case of Hero, both. And to elaborate on how each of the current fighters so far fit into those criteria, Joker taps into the RPG/anime fan as well as the PlayStation fan who hasn't made that Switch investment yet. And at the time of recording, you still have the localized release of Persona 5 Scramble, and oh yeah, I almost forgot about Shin Megami Tensei 5, and I think Alice forgot about that title too. Hero gets all 3 points, as the Dragon Quest series is huge in Japan, to the point where I saw giant ads of Hero in busy stations like Shibuya and Shinagawa in Tokyo. When Hero dropped, Dragon Quest XI-S was on the horizon for the Switch, and it seemed to pay off as Dragon Quest XI-S sold very well worldwide. Banjo is a character that people have loved since the 64 era, and I'm sure many older gamers, or maybe even Microsoft fans, were ready to make that Switch investment to see Banjo in action. Terry is super popular in Asia and Latin America, where SNK is very much beloved. And you also have to remember, SNK is still making new games. We had the Samurai Showdown reboot come to Switch, there's the Samurai Showdown collection, and at time of recording of this video, there is a new Metal Slug and King of Fighters 15 on the way, so maybe those titles will come to Nintendo Switch. Byleth, well, a bit of a mixed bag. They are there for promotion, they are promoting 3 Houses, and the DLC for that game, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo has some thirst traps for Fire Emblem Heroes. Finally, there's Min, headlining Fighters Pass 2. She was a weird pick, as many, myself included, wrote arms off as a one-and-doner. But hey, maybe Nintendo's doing something with the franchise. So with those 3 points in mind, here is what I'm picking for Fighters Pass 2 for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, I'm not saying these characters are guaranteed, but I do think they have a better shot than what most people are requesting. And for the record, I'm going to ignore a lot of the crackpot theories I see on YouTube, otherwise I'd be here all day, and I'd probably go insane. So, I saw Sakurai go to McDonald's, and at McDonald's, he ordered a strawberry shake, and strawberries are red. You want to know who else is red? The Waddle Dees, so therefore, the Waddle Dees will be in Fighters Pass 2. I'm 90% certain that Neku will be in Fighters Pass 2. The World Ends With You isn't as big as Square's other heavy hitters like Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, or Dragon Quest, but it does have a cult following. Enough of a following for a Switch port, an animated series, and cameos in the Kingdom Hearts series. And that's why I think Neku will get in. Square has to be doing something with the franchise. You don't just make an animated series for a game and not have something to promote. And well, I'm not sure if this is a spoiler alert, but, well, spoiler alert. The Switch port of The World Ends With You and Kingdom Hearts 3 have sequel hooks, which Square would be really weird to not build off of. Additionally, Neku would be a good replacement for Sora, assuming Sora is totally off the table due to Disney's interest in the character. Wait a minute, I got a letter right here from Disney. According to this, every time I mention Disney in one of my videos, I owe them $12,000. Up yours, Bob Iger! So, if Square is going to make a new entry into the World Ends With You franchise, Neku in Smash would be a perfect way to promote it. Plus, the RM music would be great to play along to. It would be as close to getting Jet Set Radio in Smash as possible. Another heavy hitter that has a good shot in Smash Doom has had a big showing in the past generation, especially on Switch, with all the old games ported to the new systems, and the 2016 reboot having one hell of a port on the Switch. Now, at time of recording, Doom Eternal is on the horizon for the Switch. I have it on PS4, and it's a really goddamn good game. So why not put in the Doomslayer in Smash? The Doomslayer has become one of the most beloved characters in gaming in the past era, thanks to his unique body language, his actions, and how much of an unrelenting badass he is. That's quite impressive for a Space Marine without a full name or any fully voiced lines. Adding to that, there hasn't been a fully American-made game or series represented in Smash as a playable character, and Doomslayer could fill that niche. As a character, he has a lot of potential for fun movesets. Doom has some really breathtaking environments that'd be fun to play in, and imagine rocking out to all those awesome heavy metal riffs that play in Doom while you're getting bodied by a glue-huffing young Link on Elite Smash. So come on, Todd, let's make this dream happen. Similar to Neku, Travis has always been a cult classic character from a cult classic franchise, the No More Heroes franchise in this case. The franchise was barely on the radar in Japan, but the States loved it, and Suda loved it enough to make a spin-off starring Travis for the Switch, and to get a third game in the oven. Not bad for a character who amounts to being Johnny Knoxville if he was obsessed with anime, lucha libre, and had a latent inflation fetish. Granted, Travis would need to watch his mouth around the kiddies. Smash is for good boys and girls after all. But if Travis can swear in Smash, Dark Pit better be able to swear too. The No More Heroes series was never the biggest selling series, but it is a series that holds a very strong fandom. And that Smash boost would make 3 a big seller on the Switch. People were asking for Travis as far back as Brawl, and it's time to make those fleeting wishes from 2006 and 7 a reality. I'll be real with you, I love the Crash games, but I've never liked Crash as a character. Still, many people love the character, and I'm sure many people would love to see him in Smash. Many people my age grew up playing his games on the PlayStation, or some of the games that were on the GameCube. The Insane Trilogy remakes gave Crash a huge boost in popularity, and while I loathe the Crash Team Racing remake, it did sell well, so Crash is in the minds of gamers these days. Crash 5 isn't slated for the Switch at time of recording, but come on, you know it's gonna happen. Bobby Kotick needs that little boy hooker money. Originally, I was pretty hesitant to put Crash in my top 5 as I don't know what Nintendo's and Activision's relationship is like. They have worked together in the past, but Nintendo was also quick to distance themselves from Activision whenever they messed up, which is often. Still, knowing Activision and their taskmasters, Crash and Smash would be best for business, and I know the Smash fandom would welcome him with open arms. So for this last bit, I'm going to go with a bit of a cop-out here, and I'm going to pick a Xeno series rep for Fighters Pass 2. Who that rep will be, I don't know. The Xenoblade series has become one of Nintendo's most interesting and surprisingly biggest franchises in recent times. Keep in mind, 1 and X weren't the hottest sellers. I can blame X being a Wii U game, but I love the game. I definitely think Shulk and Smash helped the series out a lot, and when 2 dropped on the Switch, it sold over 1 million copies, which is pretty darn impressive for such an obtuse RPG. Now the question is, who is my Xeno series rep? Rex, Pyra, and Pyra's Love Pillows are the easiest choices here, as 2 was a big seller, but the thing about Rex is that he just doesn't have that strong character appeal. He's just kind of a shonen hero. A shonen hero with a really, really, really annoying voice. Awesome. And plus, Pyra, she's horny bait. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Rook and Elma from X aren't bad choices either, but again, they lack that star power. Maybe a sequel or a port of X would really help establish them, but as it stands, I don't think they really have that star power. As soon as Xenoblade Chronicles X is released for the Switch, I am yeeting you straight in the trash. No, I would never do that to you. I had too many good memories with you. And finally, there's Cosmos, who's not from the Xenoblade series, but people do recognize her from the Xenosaga series. Unlike Pyra, Elma, Rex, and Rook, Cosmos does have that star power. Even though her franchise has been dead for years, she still appears in games from time to time, such as the Project Cross Zone games and in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, who to pick for my Xenoblade series rep?
But this gentleman here clearly stands out above the rest. Who, me? Yeah, sure. Woohoo!
Alright, here are some other characters I see thrown around for Fighters Pass 2. Ryu Hayabusa, a personal pick of mine. Surprised he hasn't been in Smash yet, but he has a good shot. Main reason why he didn't make the cut in my list is that I'm not sure if there are any Ninja Gaiden games in development, despite high demand from fans. Yaiba Z sucked so hard it killed the franchise, and Dead or Alive 6 was a bit of a letdown. Just port Ninja Gaiden Black to the Switch and call it a day. Rayman, same reasons as Hayabusa. People love him, but Ubisoft doesn't. Plus, he was a trophy in 4 and a spirit in Ultimate. If he hasn't happened by now, he ain't happening, fam. Spyro, if Crash is in, why double down with Activision characters? It would be like if in Fighters Pass 1 they had Joker and Catherine, or Terry and Haramaru. Different series, but the same company. Variety is the spice of life. Gunvolt, his series has 4 games with a 5th one on the way. But again, I don't think he has that star power compared to some of the other indie guys like, say, I don't know, Ashante. RL or Ariel or Arlel or Arudududu from Puyo Puyo, I don't know how to say her name. I think if we got another Sega character, it would probably be Kiryu or Sakura over her, but even then, those characters have kind of iffy chances. Scorpion, another cool choice, but the series has had next to no appeal in Japan. Gino, I honestly don't get the appeal. He was from a one-off game and hasn't been seen since. And let's be real, no one, and I do repeat, no one outside of Smash players dick riding Sakurai want him in. Bandana D? Really? Really? You guys are that uncreative? Reimu from Toho? Sure, why not? Fuck you, I'm done editing this BS. Okay, I guess I'm not done editing this BS. What Smash fans say they want, and what Nintendo gave us doesn't really match up. Smash fans want characters who cater to them, while Nintendo gave us characters who really branch out into new territories. And reflecting upon it, I'm very happy with Fighters Pass 1. Yeah, not everybody will be happy with all 5 decisions, but I think everybody got at least one character they enjoyed. Nintendo has a very odd way of thinking. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. But Fighters Pass 1 showed that we should trust Nintendo and Sakurai. Actually, you know what, before I leave, I got one more suggestion. Koyori from Sengoku Ace. She isn't for good girls and boys, but she is the best girl. So there you go, those are my 5 picks for Fighters Pass 2 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If I was a betting man, like if there was one character who I would put some money on being in Fighters Pass 2, it would probably be Neku from The World Ends With You. However, if Sakurai came to me and was like, you know what, Z-Man, you have an excellent taste in games, you have an excellent taste in characters, so who would you pick for Fighters Pass 2? Yeah, here are the characters I would pick because they are the best and they are better than anyone else's picks for Fighters Pass 2. But there we go. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm back in the game, so I'm hoping to be uploading regularly again. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, I'll just see you next time. Take it easy, everybody.